Hello everybody and welcome back to another Factorio Tricks, where today we are doing an 8-to-8 balancer. Now, not only doing the 8-to-8 balancer, but also showing the logic so that you can design your own as well. So if we just power this up, I have a couple things in this chest that will go down this line only, just to prove the concept that this is an 8-to-8 balancer. We turn that on. Let's just throw 2 full inserter stacks. We can turn that off now. And as you see, as it comes down, each one should have 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. Now, the thing is that this was my first working model of it. And as you see, it is quite large. But, and I do refine it. Oop, is that the? Nope. This is, but I want to show you how it breaks down. Now, I did color code it so that yellow is the first balancing, red is the second balancing, and blue is the third balancing. So basically, if you lay out your design or with this color coordination, you will always be able to figure out what's wrong. So basically, there are 4 yellow splitters, 4 red splitters, and 4 blue splitters. No yellow splitter goes directly into a blue splitter, and no blue splitter goes into another blue splitter. It must go yellow, into red, into blue. Now, as you can see here, I have this yellow section that comes all the way down here, and it's very inefficient to have to separate everything out just to make that at the end. And so if we come over here, I made a slightly more efficient version of it. And it looks actually a lot nicer too. It's how much shorter was it? It was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 3 tiles shorter. Well, technically 4 if you count the one that it's on. So yeah, this one's just a lot more compact. It has a lot less hanging off to the side. And if you look, yellow splitters into the red splitters, and then all the blue splitters are nicely at the end there. So that's how I refined my design. But then I was like, well, I don't like this little piece hanging off. Can I make it so that it stays within the 8 wide? And well, it became quite big. But the idea is that it kind of has the same idea. You have the yellows up here. If I actually did color coordinate this, you can see that it uses the top section of these ones over here. So all of these are the red. So all that's down here is the blues. Now, the problem here is just the amount of space is absolutely abysmal. And it just, I don't know. I couldn't make this any smaller. Just you can't wrap these belts around to cross over each other to try to get these side by side at all. So this is kind of how it turned out to look, and it's about this long. But yeah, I kind of went through that a little quick. So I guess that's it. But this is how you can make any kind of splitter on your own. You can even do it for small splitters like 4x4s here. Like if I actually, all they're going to be is yellow into red. If I actually finish the color coordination, this would actually come out and down and over like that. And same with this side. So anywho, that's how you make balancers using a color coordination system that will never let you down. Because the idea is, with how the balancers work, is that, well, if I don't step on the belts, is that these 2 belts go into this one splitter. Now, after that, those 2 belts are balanced. So if these 2 belts are balanced down afterwards, and then these 2 belts are balanced afterwards, if we balance one of the belts from that one and one of the belts from this one, we'll get all 4 of these belts balanced. Now, the thing is that you have to do that with every single combination of output with these splitters. So this one has to balance with this one, and this one. Right? No. This one has to balance with this one, this one. Yeah, all three of them. And then the only one that would be left out of that balancing is these two balancing. So, anywho, the idea is you balance these two, it comes out on this one, and these two outputs are all four of these belts balanced, which means that these two outputs are all four of these outputs balanced. So if we just balance, say, the left side, or the left side with the right side, and the right side with the left side, you would have a completely balanced system. And that's actually what it does here, is if you follow it, the left side here goes over here and balances with the left side of this. It could be any combination, just as long as it's not itself. So, but yeah, so that comes over here and balances with this one. And then, as you can see, we have the outer two belt balancers right here going into one to make all of these. No, wait. Okay, so the outer four balance. And then we need it to balance it with the inner four, which these two do. And those go under to here to go into the two outputs of the outer balancers to balance everything out. Now, if you wanted to make a 16, we could actually, let's do that. I didn't plan on making a 16, but let's make a 16. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, ideally, it would be best to color coordinate it. So that's what we're going to do. So if we just had it go straight across like that, it is important to note that we do need to get the outside balanced first to make this a little simpler. But this is just, this is just going to be a huge thing in general, so I hope you guys stick with me here. If not, completely understand, but this is kind of design process though, just to see how the thinking works. Okay, so at that point, we have all of our reds. That is all of our, actually we need, it's gonna require more than that. So the idea here is that we're gonna go backwards. After we go through the blues, we'll go back through the yellows and then back into the reds, if need be. Which I am thinking might be needed. Okay, but anywho, we have this belt, which has these two, and this belt, which has these two going into it. So if we then balance it, say, with this one right here. Now this one has to balance with another one. I'm not sure which one, because this one, if I balance it with this, with these two, then I need the other one to balance, actually with a lot of others. I can decide how to do that later. So, how do I want to go about this? Let's actually take a red, and we'll actually pull this kind of back along here. Well, actually, you know what? No, we'll just, actually, can we just go straight? I think we might be able to just go straight. No, because these got to come up. That's the thing, too, is if you have undergrounds, those have to come up eventually. And you know what? That might be actually the easiest thing to do. So we're actually going to just straight up balance them with the one coming up over there. So, and then we have our blues right here. So these have balanced 8 of them. And I think, actually, I think it'll only require one more beyond that. But that is 8 of them balanced. Now, we still need 6 more of these blues, though. So, hang tight. We got a little bit to go. We could actually start balancing a couple of these together. So, we have Actually, me separating these probably would have helped a little too. We have this one. And this one. Uh-oh, we have a problem. That can't come up for air right there if I do that. Okay, sorry, I'm going to cut that out for sure. I have science going. This is kind of a personal game too that I'm running all this off of. So we can't actually do that. We will actually still do stuff with this, but oh, can we actually just... Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, so if we look at it, we're just going to be... Well, we have to make sure we don't rebalance it with the ones on the next to them. So basically, this would not work. Okay, so basically, let's just have all these come up. Let's just... so that we know what's going on. Why can I not replace that? I might have to go for a resupply too, because I'm almost out of underground belts. Okay, so what do we need next? Actually, can I move these back? I'm going to move these back. Because... what we are going to do is we're going to do something similar. This is going to be a very big prototype. And we can figure out how to make it smaller later. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to just have this go out here. That seems like a bad idea for some reason. You know what, we're going to hold off on that for... Yeah, we're going to have to because we can't connect it downwards anyways. So we're going to have it come out all the way over. Then let's see. We have... This line is a balance of the outer 4. So we can we actually just... I think we can actually do that. No, we can't. It cannot actually merge with this one right here because we already have one that is merging with right up here. So actually this is where the belt thing can get a little confusing. Okay, so maybe not build it like that. Just building it like that will guarantee it. You also have to make sure that it's not re-going into the wrong ones. Okay, so we want this one to merge with this one, which is right here. Now we can do that on the opposite side. So there we go. Now we want these two merged. No, we want these two merged right there. Now I'm not sure. I don't think we can do that right there because those two balanced goes into that one, balancing all 4. Well, no, I think we can actually. Okay, so let's recap what these do. This one balances all 4 of these, or all 8 of these, all 6 of these. This one actually balances 6 of them. Why doesn't it balance 8? That's what this should be doing. If it's not balancing 8, you need to move them. So that does not balance 8, so we do not do that. You know what? Let's go for a resupply real quick while I think about this. Okay, so we have these ones coming out. This one has all 4 of these, which means I need to merge that one with this one, which has all 4 of those. Okay, so in that case, we have enough underground belts now. We must have some in our inventory. Yeah, okay, so what we need to do So we're going to actually throw a couple of these back underground, but let's lay out some of these first. We want this one. We'll take it from the outside to merge with this one. We'll take it from the inside of that one. Well, no, we'll take it from the inside so that it remains semi-symmetrical. Now, because this is so symmetrical, we can actually do it like that. And what this will do is it will take half of them. So we know that this is the legitimate half. Where did I put those red belts? Which means that both of these belts just need to combine afterwards. And this is where it gets easy. Once we figure out all the belts, we just have to recross these, it gets a little bit easier. So we're going to have this one come over to right here. We're going to have this one come under to right here. Down one more, and then this comes down. I kind of want this right there as well. We can bring it over. This is going to be really messy, but like I said, this is prototyping 101 too. And then the yellows kind of signify the finish, that they are balanced. And we will test this at the end too. So, so this is the final output. These are done. Now we do have a problem in that these need an outlet. So that means that we cannot quite have this like this. That all these need to move by, because these have to go back underground. So they have to come back up by here. So I thought this was going to be a shorter episode. Fooled myself. Let's toss some of those up there. We don't need them. So we could have the blue belt just, or these two just come in towards the center, because we can have these run a little bit and then go back under. Although I don't think any of these need to merge with themselves, so that all of them are going to have to jump over here to some degree. And we do know we need 4. So, and that they all need to just go straight down. This might not actually be enough room. I might not know how to do these kind of splitters too. Just remember that. I might not actually be good at this. Or not as good as I would think, at least. No, because that would need to pop up right there. Yeah, this might be a little too compact. I might need to spread out. Anywho, that's kind of the trial and error I'm talking about. I think I'll leave it right there while I figure this out. And I may come back to this once I figure it out. Because though this does kind of look nice, it's actually not working very well at the moment. So, but thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below. Please do leave a like if you did learn something from this, and do subscribe, because I do want to kind of continue making tricks. I might do a few more programming ones, like how to shut off factories when they're not actually needing to run and stuff like that. So do subscribe if you're interested in seeing those later on. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Goodbye.